Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugga, and yes, this is Euro Truck Simulator 2. I was hoping to come back to it with all of its mods, but there is a problem. And I will show you. I'm going to go back here to my profile. Now, this is version 1.19.1. I have mods in the mod folder. Unfortunately, they're all for 1.18 because jazzycats has not updated to 1.19, and this is the result. Even 1.18 mods are not compatible with 1.19 because the mod manager can't find them, no matter what you do. Searching doesn't help. This only tells you how the mod manager works. That's it. So my trailer packs, my traffic packs, all of that, I can't use them. And it royally sucks. I don't mind the vanilla map and driving on that, but driving without my map mods, without my trailer mods, that really sucks, if I'm to be honest with you. You don't get the weights. You don't get the challenges. The game becomes easy. jazzycats' last update was back on the 4th of July. No, literally, it was the 4th of July. And there hasn't been one all this month. He hasn't updated any of his packs to work with 1.19.1. At least there's nothing I can find. So if anyone out there knows, what's happened, please let me know. But I will do a couple runs anyways. I set it to a default high. Supposedly things have gotten better. Let's find out. Alright, so look at these pathetic weights. And basic trailers. Without mods, it's just not as fun for me. And why did you start like that again? Look how few cars there are. Honestly. Oh, my frame rate's already down to 20. How nice of you, game. I've only just gotten started. Oh yeah, right. I forgot I'm driving the DAF Euro. I'm going to try fixing the frame rate one time and one time only after I get around this corner. You see that trailer there? That's the trailer I towed so many times I got sick of it. No, the frame rate doesn't get any better. Oops. If it just hung around 30, I'd deal with it. But it's when it goes below 30 that it becomes an issue. And the problem is that Euro Truck is just not very well optimized. It's really not. And since they've done a lot of updates, it's gotten worse. It's that simple. So I don't know how American Truck Simulator is going to go. It would be easier, if I'm to be honest with you, if I could just do League, or if I could just do, you know, random games. That would be great. But the sad part is that I can't. You know, and it's not really sad. Like I said, I enjoy driving playing Euro Truck and driving and all that. But what bothers me is just, you know, as I said, what I've become known for. And if it played well, that would be fine. But the fact that I have so many issues recording this, my computer is older, but I've updated it quite a bit. You know, it's got 12 gigs of RAM in it. It's got SLI 660s, which is actually quite a lot of power. You know, the processor is still pretty solid. So, you know, I really just don't understand until I've read about people recording and other people that have computers even stronger than mine having issues recording. And fucking hell. Sorry, my wire's all like curly cued and you know, and other people, as they're saying, were having problems recording. They had computers more powerful than mine, and they were still having issues. And come to find out, finally somebody had said it's just that Euro Truck's not very well optimized, and it's true. If you watch the frame rate, like I do, it jumps all over the place. It'll go 30, then it'll go 40, then it'll go 50, then it'll drop back to 30, and it'll go below 30, then it'll go back to 50. It jumps all over. And that's with Fraps and Bandicam. I use Bandicam now because it's a hell of a lot more well, it's better than Fraps. You can do the same thing with it as you can with Fraps. It takes less resources, and in truth, you don't even have to render the program if you don't want to. You can set up Bandicam to record in the same file dimensions as you would render the video, and it'll do so. So when this video goes uploaded, I won't be rendering it. It'll just be recorded and go straight to upload, which is pretty damn cool if you ask me. Right, I gotta get out of this lane because it turns into an off-ramp. I just hope an American Truck Simulator comes out that it's better optimized. That's all I can really ask for, is that American Truck Simulator is better optimized than Euro Truck. And it's kind of sad because I like playing Euro Truck, and I know that I will like Euro Truck more than American Truck. I honestly will. With the main reason being, I love cab over trucks far more than I love nose trucks. And I've become really endeared to my Euro trucks. Mercedes, DAF, Scania, you know? And I just have this thing and this fascination about Europe, and particularly England in general. You know, I've said it plenty times over, every country has their problems. No country's perfect. But that doesn't mean that you can't favor another country over the one that you live in. I mean, if I had my choice at the beginning, before I got involved, you know, with life, basically, I'd have chose to have been born in Europe, I think. Particularly England, or even Ireland or Scotland. Although, yeah, those can have more problems than England, I suppose, but still. I, love them all the same. No point in losing my momentum. I'll tell you, this is the first time I've played this game on my 40-inch TV, and damn! It almost feels like I'm in the truck. I mean, if I had a steering wheel controller right now, rather than just a regular controller, then I would be full simulation at this point. But, just to be honest with you about things, I can keep playing this. It's not such a big deal. It's almost like a vlog to video games. I may post something up to go with it. I don't know. But, when I talk about, like, moving to England, I said England has its problems. Or Great Britain, however you want to put it. But, well, take what happened just recently. Another shooting in a theater. And yet, we have an organization, a very large organization, that argues against gun control. We've had shootings in schools, and we've had shootings in theaters. We've had shootings straight in public. We had a bank robbery at one time where 3 gunmen held off an entire police force. Police had to go to a local gun store to get guns that could stand up to the people they were fighting. And this organization's solution to that problem is to basically turn our police into the military and to put armed guards in school. And of course the worst state for this, and I'm sorry I am going to offend some of you about this, but this is how I feel, and this is how I've always been about it. I just say how I feel. Texas has legalized that you can openly carry weapons in public. So, on the one hand, I guess you could tell who has a gun rather than have it concealed. But on the other hand, really? I don't know, man. Things are going the wrong way when it comes to guns. A large organization in favor of guns or not, it's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous, it's been ridiculous, and it always will be ridiculous. There's no need for that. I'm not saying don't have guns, but limit what we can have. Semi-automatic weapons? There are people out there that freaking own miniguns, anti-aircraft guns. I mean, come on. Where do you draw the line? You know, for me, if you're going to carry a gun, then it should be long-barreled. Simple as that. A rifle, shotgun, something of that nature. Ooh. Need to increase my turning a little bit. There we go. You know, it's really that simple. Something that's very hard, if not impossible, to really conceal. I mean, you'd have to put it in some kind of, yeah, I'm using the road. Oops, I always go the wrong way like that. Don't know why. this way more. I haven't played in a while, so my backing skills are not what they should be. But we got it anyways. Long distance, thank you. So, yeah, that's just how I feel about it. You know, it may not solve all the problems, but it would go a long way in people carrying concealed arms. You know, and there's no need for the average person to own an automatic or semi-automatic weapon. There's not. There really, really isn't. So many shootings have happened. So many people have died for it. And the answer that comes up the most, because the organization that wants to back guns has a big mouth, is more guns. Somebody's never heard the term violence begets violence. I just don't believe in arming our nation. That's not what we're about. The Constitution is being completely distorted. The right to bear arms came when the average man was militia, and where the average help from a police force, some sort of police officer or something like that, could be hours away. Your nearest neighbor could be hours away. Or you could be living in the frontier, out in the wild and untamed West, where you had to defend yourself against all manner of threats. That's not the way today. And it really shouldn't be. But we want to base our lives off of rules that were created over 250, 260 years ago. Times have changed drastically since the Constitution was written. But America still follows those rules, despite everything that's changed. The rules haven't changed. The country has. I'm sorry. But if you ask me, true progression in terms of a civilization cannot happen unless the rules progress with the nation. If the nation is going to continue living by rules that are so old and outdated, then what you're getting now, the chaos, the people being killed, and paparazzi flagging in front of you their right because they're press to stalk and chase and in a couple cases cause the death of someone because of what they do. Right? I agree with the freedom of speech, but you know what? If your as I said before, if your freedom of speech, if your idea of freedom of speech is to do nothing more than to verbally assault someone just because you don't like their weight or their color or their hair or the fact that they're female or male or they're gay or they have a religious belief that you don't, and you're so petty that you want to just assault them verbally and do everything you can to make them hurt and be upset and just trash them, sometimes to the point even where they commit suicide. I don't agree with your freedom of speech anymore, because now you're abusing that right. And that's really how I feel things are. We're taking old and outdated rules and abusing them. I don't know what else to say, but we'll see how long Euro Truck stays. Hopefully we'll get some trailer mods, and maybe even map mod will eventually come along. Time will tell. But until next time, folks, I'm sorry if I offended you, but I talk straight, and it's how I feel. And I'm not saying that's the way you believe, and you're entitled to your beliefs, but it is the way I believe. So until next time, it's going to be one big Bugga. I'm signing out. I'll see you then.